Hey guys, it's QuickyBaby. Welcome to a replay on Himmelsdorf in the M103, which is the Tier 9 American heavy tank. Now, I personally really like the M103. It's got an absolute beast of a gun with 400 alpha damage, which is very healthy for a Tier 9 heavy tank. Fantastic penetration with standard ammo, 269. Its frontal armor, I'll just see if I can move around for a second. Its frontal hull armor is okay as long as they only hit the upper plate or the mid plate here. As soon as they hit this lower area here or this area here, it's 200 millimeters really penetration to go through here almost 100% of the time. The cheeks are a bit of a vulnerable point, and the top of the tank is also a weak point. Side armor is horrific, absolutely horrific. We rolled for a really sweet bingo roll of 500 there on that E75 to start the game off well. And the rear armor of this tank is horrific. Basically, the only armor that this tank has is frontally. Everything else is just a disaster. So without further ado, let's see what we can do in this game. We've got a really nice matchup for this tank, where we're one of only 3 Tier 9s, and then there are only 3 Tier 8s as well. This E75 is not playing very well, to say the least. He shot at our gun and took our gun out, so there goes our repair pack for the battle. Here we try and hit the cheeks of the T28. Do not quite make the shot, but we've already done a significant amount of damage to an E75. Fortunately, I donk the shot there. I just flinch a little bit as we fire. And this Tiger P annoys me incredibly, dying in such a ridiculous location to allow these guys to now have a barrier between us. So we can see I take the first penetrating shot from the E75, and the second one as well. I looked to see where they went in, and you can see one of them went through my mantle and one of them hit the cheeks. I'm not sure if they decided to fire premium rounds. Probably not. I think they just got lucky with their rolls. 246. They've both been firing at my turret a fair amount, and they just got lucky. So we haven't been able to hit any of the cupolas on the E75s yet. However, we can see we get a slight angle on the turret there, and that's more than enough. With the high penetration of this tank, we can chance those rolls. We can chance those rolls. And we managed to finish off the T25 too. So far we've done 2,000 damage. We've missed a few shots, so it could have gone slightly better. And I'm also amazed that the Hummels have not been shooting me. But this is a bit of a blind spot for the Hummels if they're located at the A0 area, which is quite surprising really. There's a bit of a shadow over this ridgeline that they can't hit. Now I'm amazed at what the C75 is doing, giving me the whole of the side of his tank. And one thing in the M103 is your rate of fire is really decent, which means that you can easily shoot an E75 again before he can shoot you and still pull back in time. Which means that, considering your alpha damage is still 400, that you basically need to shoot the E75 twice for every time he shoots you, otherwise you're not doing it right. Fortunately, we keep missing his cupola. The M103's accuracy is okay, but it's not amazing. It's not amazing accuracy. It relies on its high amount of penetration to overcome any lacking of accuracy. So the E75 totally donks out coming round the corner, which was a great result because we were 3 tanks down at that point, and they still had 2 Tier 9 tanks left alive. He decided to YOLO, and we've been reduced to only 533 health. I'm on my way around now to get this Tiger P as effectively and quickly as I can to stop being flanked, because I knew that there was a T28 prototype around. Sometimes if you're outnumbered, the only action that you can take is aggression. Try and neutralize one of the flanks as effectively as you can. And I'm starting to feel a little bit more happy with the state of the game. I'm thinking it's okay now. I mean, I'm a tier 9 heavy, I'm still alive. They've got 2 artilleries and then 1 tier 8 tank, who I have no idea where he is at the moment. And then a bunch of tier 7s. So I think I can cheekily get a shot on this Hummel. I want to try and be cheeky and wedge my tracks up against the wall. As you see, I'm trying to wedge my tracks up against the wall to give myself a little bit extra depression. But it doesn't work out. I give up. He spotted me anyway, as I could see with my 6th sense. I'm thinking that the T-28 prototype is here. Like, surely he must be around the corner. Where is he? So I'm pre-aiming and going around slowly. Where is that T-28 prototype? He's not there, and then I figure out, oh my word, he did a full circle around the castle and tried to come up behind me. We'll be meeting him later on in the game, I'm sure about it. So I'm worried as to where that Hummel decided to camp. I know now. I pre-aim at him. And he hits me and takes me down to 186 hit points. But we get the kill on the Hummel. So now I'm worried that the T-28 prototype might be charging down after me. We can see that the M103 is not the fastest, but also not the slowest tier 9 heavy tank. So now it is me and an IS against 3 tanks, and I can't afford to take 1 hit at all. I'm worried about here, but I had to make a move. I couldn't faff around, and there was the T-28 prototype. My 6th sense does not go off though, so we got lucky and we managed to spot him and he didn't spot us for some reason. XVM is now telling us that there are 2 enemies inside the cap. So I don't need to worry about being ambushed by the AMX or the Tiger. And the spot from the IS just confirms what's going to happen. I'm worried about that T-28 prototype charging down the hill after me. I need to attack these guys as quickly as I can before I get flanked by the T-28 prototype. No messing around. Let's do it. Let's do it. I put 1 into the AMX. He turns around. I decide that I don't really want to chance him penetrating me. I'm still worried about the T-28 prototype coming behind me. As I got the AMX to turn around, it gave my IS a chance to hit him in the side of the turret. I have no idea what this Tiger was doing, thinking that he would go for the IS and not for me. I'm wiggling to try and get a bounce, and we do. And here we can see the high DPM of the M103. Able to reduce this Tiger very quickly. Now I'm going to wiggle in front of him, and we managed to get him to shoot into our turret and confirm the kill on the Tiger. I just really want to know where this T-28 is. I don't really want to get caught in an alleyway. I want to have a little bit of flexibility. So I decide to go into the middle of the map. There's no point in the T-28 locking both me and the IS. We need to be able to flank him and hold our position. There's an opportunity here for a little bit of hold down location over this wall. We do not get the spot though. Oh, we do? And I plant 1 into his side. And I decide to flank around. You can sneak over this little area here. Little bit of surprise. There he is. Unfortunately, we don't manage to hit him in the back. I get spotted. It looks like he's tunnel visioning though, as he does not see me on his map. I think I hit the gun there. You know what? Let's rewind just a second. Let's rewind. I want to rewind that. Excuse me. I want to know exactly what we hit. Let's fast forward it a little bit. Okay, super slow-mo. Where does our shot go? I want to know where this shot goes. Do 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 do. Dum 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 dum. Yes, look, it's the gun. Ah, that's incredible. Okay. So I was quite surprised as to that one not hitting the T-28 prototypes flush in the bum. But fortunately, he's still YOLOing, and we clean him up, getting the 7th kill and winning the game. So, now looking at the after-game stats, we can see that we picked up a Top Gun and a Steel Wall medal. We claimed nearly 75,000 credits, and we got a 4,320 experience double, I hasten to add. So that's 2,160 regular. We can see that we did 5,700 damage. So we damaged 10, we killed 7, and we detected 4. Our damage upon detection was only 324 though. A lot of the shots that we shot at the E-75's turret bounced. Sometimes you can get lucky, sometimes you can't. You've got to take your chances anyway. I really love the M103 and I fully recommend it as a tier 9 heavy tank. It plays completely differently to the E-75, but the amount of DPM it gets compared to the E-75 really makes it a viable option, especially with the extra penetration. It's got 269mm of penetration with credits, which mean that it really has the flexibility to make shots happen that otherwise you couldn't with a 246mm gun penetration on the E-75, for example. I hope you've enjoyed this. These post-match replays take me a little longer to do, so if you appreciate them, please give it a thumbs up below. And if this is your first time watching me, think about subscribing to the channel. I live stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays on twitch.tv/QuickyBaby at 1800 Central European summertime. So think about coming and checking me out. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I wish you all the best on the battlefield, and I'll catch you later.